You good?
I feel like the tray gonna do what we need to do.
I just feel like oral hygiene is a lot better with Invisalign. What's been up with you, Tim? You got you a
gonna talk about
it. We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it on
wasn't
camera.
a whole new wife. I never had a wife.
Hold on.
But you was treating them like a wife.
Never that.
Hey, we gonna talk about it.
Hot. Come on, Simone.
Look,
Simone said she ready. You
three,
started with her.
Look,
She didn't say that.
and look,
Let's go.
and 2,
Look at him instigating.
and 1. Welcome to the Culturally Distinct Podcast. This is your boy DJ KO.
K Jack is in the building.
They done started off early. Behind the scenes, they
Coming
got some
in
reunions
hot.
going on out here. They got some.
Simone, the homie though. We go back.
Don't try to play nice now.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
the way Tim came in there, he came in hard. He's like,
Tim
oh,
came in hot.
I can tell you what he said. So
Old friends.
y'all see
Catching
what?
up, that's all.
And
Old
it's not
friends
even drinks
catching
yet. The drinks not even involved yet,
Old
guys.
friends catching up.
So first of all, I thank you guys for subscribing to the show, tuning in to the show. Make sure you guys tell a friend to subscribe to the Culturally Distinct Podcast. Today we got 2 special guests in the building. Today, these 2 people knew each other.
Clearly.
Right?
Go back.
From way back.
Amazing black people know amazing black people.
Exactly.
That's what it is, right?
Cheated, Adam.
Right.
I feel like KO. I feel like we didn't get the background.
I didn't.
I know, right?
He must have been something in the air. I said, okay, I want Tim and Simone to come on. Let's go.
It's a good look,
But first of all, we have our first guest today. She has the illustrious smile. She's the black illustrious dentist with a beautiful smile in Houston.
Has all her sides.
Best in the state. Best in Texas.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody, welcome to the show, Dr. Simone Ellis.
Thank you guys so much.
Simone.
Oh, I got a clap.
Yes, absolutely.
You know it's official.
Right.
So, our next guest, we have a brother. He's a staple in the community. You might see this guy in the backwoods in A-Meat, Louisiana. You might see him in A-Leaf, Texas every now and then. You know what I mean?
Southwest, yeah.
Southwest, all right.
You need Tim.
Everybody represent. We got Tim
do
Hudson
need
in the
Tim.
building. What's up?
You need Tim.
What's up, homie?
Tim.
How you guys doing today? You guys good?
Yep.
Fantastic.
Well, according to the conversation and the introduction between the 2, you guys know each other real well, man.
Old friends.
I used to date like one of her best friends. Her
Yeah.
best friend, yeah. So
So how long ago is this?
That
This
was a
what?
minute ago.
Yeah.
Years ago?
Yeah, like
I wasn't good enough. She told her
Tim.
stop.
Oh,
Talking
okay.
to me.
Oh, you tried to shoot your shot back then?
Not at her. I'm saying
Oh, okay. I got you.
at her
You-
homegirl,
you
at
been
her best friend.
You've been around a long time.
I had
what
been around for a long
you saying.
time. It's
Let
about
us
a
know
decade,
as you
huh?
walked in. Since
Yeah,
you
because it was like
decade.
during like the wine fest and like
Right.
the beer fest
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
And we're going to get into that. We're going to get
yeah,
into
so
that.
when
in
you
the day.
say fest, that's his genre. You
Yeah.
know?
So-
Yeah.
But he came in letting us know he knew you win.
I hadn't
That's
talked to
basically
her
Like
in a
he
very
knew when I
long
had
time.
a person.
So he was like,
Yeah.
I knew you win. That's what he said. Basically, like, don't act like that because I knew
love
you
it.
win.
Like, I know you know you.
Right,
Like, I know
right,
you
I
know you.
know you.
After the Q party, no. No. None of that.
No,
None of that.
Let out.
No.
I know you from the let out.
I love it.
So, if you guys been tuned into the show, we've been highlighting entrepreneurs in city of Houston, and not just entrepreneurs, but black entrepreneurs and young entrepreneurs that's doing things to help the community out and move the culture forward. So, Dr. Simone, she's matter of fact, you could do a better introduction than myself.
No problem.
So, what is it that you do?
Well, I am, guys, your cosmetic dentist here in Houston, Texas. I've been practicing in dentistry for over 12 years now. And
Okay.
so my practice is in Missouri City, Texas. Write this down, guys. Smile Design Studios located at 9303 Highway 6, Missouri City, Texas.
She's shooting a plug. All
And
right.
you can follow me on IG at Dr. Simone Ellis. But just been out here trying to change the smiles and fixing the side teeth.
Giving you a
One
side
tooth
tooth. We were just
at a time.
talking
The side tooth, what is
about-
that?
There's so like we were like we don't know if it's an epidemic, a pandemic, a demic. We don't know what it is.
It's like COVID, huh?
But she has like a whole commercial, an entire plug. But it's like a thing. Like there are people really walk. It's a
So
premolar.
you know when you
is
go
that
out,
what's
and
the
you
name
like,
of it?
You see a girl or you see a guy out in the street and you just
Right.
like, oh, they look cute, and then they hit
they
you and it's
smile.
like
And they
like
miss
Oh, she
their
missing that
smile.
tooth right
that
there.
side tooth, like, why
Oh.
is that? Like,
Yeah.
my job, I'm trying to fix that.
What is
got
it? You
you.
said it's the premolar.
It's the premolar, yeah.
So
It's a
it's
lot
the
of them. I don't know why
premolar.
they be missing.
Well,
that
you know what?
premolar is serious.
But that's what when you was young and you ate candy a lot and had that one bad cavity.
But
so
we're
you had to
not
get it
young
pulled.
anymore.
But you get old every now and then.
Right.
But the
And you
same
go put
people at the Louis
something
Vuitton
there.
and the Gucci store without
Right,
the side tooth.
right.
I be like, that's a whole bag right there.
For
That's
real.
that can
For
get you a
life.
bag. You get that side tooth, he might get you a bag.
Hey, that's
Love
enough
it.
time. Hey, we might talk about
Go into
that.
that.
So our next guest is
Come
Tim.
on, Tim.
So Tim, what is it that you do in the city, man?
I produce large events, so
Okay.
pretty much
Experiences.
festivals, experiences, things like that. So I've been doing that since about 2010. So
Okay.
yeah, about
You're an
10 years
influencer,
in.
Tim.
I am an influencer.
Come on.
I'm gonna tell you a
I've
story.
inspired-
Say it
I've
like you mean it.
inspired-
Say it with your chest, Tim.
A lot of folks. So
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
I'm here for that.
Say it with your chest.
I remember my first time I met Tim. I met Tim at, I can tell you why we met, but the first
Don't, please
event that
don't.
we did,
Taste of New Orleans.
Taste of
I
New
hired
Orleans,
you.
man.
I hired
Oh,
you.
okay.
the Taste of
Yeah.
New Orleans, that
I
was,
hired
You a job.
what year was that?
That was a
Miss Bottom
2015
15?
or 16.
That was the very first Taste of New Orleans
That's
that
the
came to
very first
Texas.
one. Yep.
So
yep.
you basically
Yep.
made history in Houston.
I did.
So
I did.
that makes you his bottom bitch.
No, about all that. I don't know.
It
about
does.
that.
It does.
What
You-
is
you-
going
your
on?
worst
What
job.
are you
It's
talking
just
about?
like when you
What
work.
is that? She's talking about broke
That's the
bag.
homie.
No, that's not what I said. No, when
What's
you go
going
into
on?
a
That's
strip
the homie.
club and you somebody's first job, that's called the what?
Crazy thing is that
It's the bottom bitch. It's okay.
like I met like Adam's wife the same week. I didn't know that
Adam
they
got
was
a wife?
dating. Well, no, they weren't. You know,
You married?
at the time. I'm sorry.
Hey, look.
Are you married too?
Everybody, I'm happy.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm calling everybody out today. I'm
Shout
sorry.
out to Baby.
I gotta go.
Tim throwing shots already,
Tim
man.
coming in hot. Tim coming in hot. Shout out to Baby.
Sorry.
Hey, Baby.
But
See, I call you, put me in that water. Say, "Are you
I
married?"
met her like the next few days,
I just wanted to see what
and
we
I was
was
like,
at
man,
with
she's
it.
like, you know, I'm shooting my shot. It's like, no, I have a guy. I'm like, oh
Some
shit. And she was like, and so I'm like, who is it? And she was like, Adam, like, okay.
He was trying.
the same thing
he
I
must-
said,
he was
Tim.
trying to
I was
get at
shooting
her.
the shot.
see
I was
it.
definitely shooting the shot, yeah. But
No, I just told her to use a safe word.
what's the safe word?
We can't tell you.
Okay.
Whenever she use it, I get out.
I got you.
That's all. Just use a safe word.
So Simone, let me ask you this.
Yes, love.
So you have a pretty smile. So
Thank
I know
you.
you. Oh, you're married, by the way. Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
your marriage. Congratulations
Second marriage.
on that second marriage. Oh my
But I'm
goodness.
saying, the first
are
one
the
did.
best, though. I promise you.
I'm
Like,
with you.
that's
Watch,
the
listen.
first.
This is
Tim coming in
what I'm
hot.
saying
whole
is that
husband.
Simone is well kept. That's all I'm saying. She's
Second-
always kept.
Second
She's
marriage.
always
Well
kept.
kept.
She's well
Always.
kept.
That's good.
That's all I'm saying.
That's good.
She won't be single. She won't be single. That's all I'm saying.
Just get it off your chest, Tim. Tell her
won't
what
be
it is.
single.
Right. Tell us how you really feel.
Tell you how
Tim.
you
That's all
really
I'm
feel.
saying.
Tell us how you really
Hilarious.
feel.
I'm just saying.
What are you saying?
I literally just got married though, like 2 weeks ago. That's why
Oh,
he coming
okay.
with his theme. Like,
Oh, that's dope.
yeah,
That's dope.
thank
And
you.
she kept it out of the streets. That's the problem.
Yeah, I had a
Tim,
surprise.
no.
I had a surprise
just-
wedding.
Oh, really? That's nice.
Yeah,
That was
so
dope.
it
Yeah.
cool.
So when you see people, since you're a dentist, when you see people with jacked up teeth, right? Now, because I know this is
Do
your
you
profession.
judge?
That's the first
You know,
question.
honestly, I don't. And the
Be
reason
honest.
why, no, for real, I don't.
Okay.
Because you really don't know why people's smiles are the way they are.
Okay.
Like, people hate going to the dentist. People are either financially having some issues there. Like, a lot of times it's lack of education, especially in our culture. Like, you know, if your mama's mama didn't have money to take you to the dentist, that wasn't their goal or
Right.
objective,
Right.
right? So I don't really judge it. Now, where I will say is that becomes frustrating is that if you have been educated, empowered, or inspired to do something different and you choose not to,
Right.
and that's an issue.
Because
Right.
there are some factors when you say that. Because even as an employed person with benefits,
People don't go.
but dental
No.
benefits are not like medical benefits.
But they're
Like
not supposed to
they
be.
give us as the consumer,
yeah.
depending on where you are and what you do, the benefit does not. It's not equivalent to medical
Well, 'cause
benefits.
it's
So
like
a
a
lot of
coupon,
people
right?
run from
Like-
it. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a coupon, and I always say this: the way that you keep dentistry cheap is that you come
Don't
more
go.
frequently.
6-month cleanings. I
Yes.
mean, I'm saying
And-
your
yes.
6-month cleans,
But,
right?
but the dentist, all right, for one, in the black community, this is my opinion. The black community, the dentist was a person that came once every 10 years to pull teeth.
That's because you
Right.
waited till there was a problem.
Exactly.
Right.
Right.
Like when we talk about our parents and our grandparents, they didn't get frequent checkups. They
Right.
went there because their tooth was aching and they just pulled it.
Right, so that's why I'm always trying to educate people to say, like, well, listen, if you come more frequently, then, like, you don't have those problems. Like,
Right.
the reason why you fear the dentist is because you're always coming to me when you're in pain. How about let's try this novel idea?
Okay.
How about we just come to the dentist when I'm not in pain? Surprisingly, I probably can preserve and clean your teeth, and you're not going to
I
leave
got
in
my
pain.
Okay.
faucets
Right.
clean.
There you
yesterday.
go.
So,
Good
so
job.
prior to marriage,
Yes.
the men that introduced
Which man?
themselves to you,
Which man? heard.
Was that a requirement?
Wait, Tim, what?
I'm just saying, bro.
promise I'm about to
No,
go
okay,
back
no,
to that.
because things could have changed. Things could have changed. We need to know.
Like, no,
What
not
What
that
is,
much.
what is it you want us to know, Tim? Because you say she a kept woman.
I think
Like,
Tim got some secrets he want to get out today.
That I don't know though. Like I really want to know them.
I
Tim, this is
really
my
feel
business
like
on the
Tim has
podcast.
something he
Please.
want to say.
Nah, it's all good. That's the homie.
trying to find
It's all
out.
fun. So, come on. I haven't seen you in forever.
I know
got
it has
it.
been a
Okay,
minute.
yeah.
Like that's
So
fair.
first and second marriage.
Okay.
All right.
All the
Prior
marriages.
to the marriage,
All the marriages.
did you was that a requirement for that man to have a nice
I can
smile?
fix your teeth though. Nah.
on.
Nah,
Oh,
I
okay.
can fix your teeth. Like that was never my issue. Like I can fix a smile. Like that's
Okay.
okay. Requirements might be like, are you a decent human? Like,
I got you.
Like, is your spirit okay? You like Jesus? You don't like Jesus? Like, those
Right.
are things I can't
What
make
do
you
you
a
worship?
poor.
That type of thing.
Yeah, I can't change it. But your teeth, I can fix that all day. So honestly, it wasn't my first husband. Steve,
Talk about it. Talk about it.
he needed some braces, so we worked through that. My
Okay.
second husband, I got him. His veneers is
Come
popping,
on.
so.
Oh, he got veneers,
You got
man.
large, medium, or small.
Hold
He
up.
got the right size.
Come on.
The right fit.
We
the
going-
right fit.
So
he
he's
good.
smiling with his whole mouth.
Wide
not just
open.
his top
Smile.
lip.
He got that Kool-Aid joint
I
going
get
on.
him.
He's smiling with his whole
Like, we
mouth.
walk by, they be like, paint their teeth nice. I be like, yeah, I did all that.
So Nelson, wait, so you missed it. So before we got started, we were talking about veneers, right? Mm-hmm. And so we were talking about, she said, I knew there was a count. So there's an 8 count. Most people get the 8 count. And I was like, I would love to get
Talking about
veneers. But
across
I was
the
like,
top?
yes. I was like,
Okay.
Dr. Simone, I'm going to come see you because I want to get my braces back. I was like, I thought about the veneers, but they seem to only come in one size, which is large. And I don't want the large. And so she was like, no. So she broke all of that down for us.
Okay.
But we were like, okay, so, but what about the people who just get the top 8? And she was like, right, some people need 10, but they can only afford the top 8. But what do you do about the bottom? Do you just smile with your top
You just
lip?
smile with your top like Mr. Ed. Shit. You know, you do Mr. Ed joint, you know what I mean?
Right, so, that, so you just smile. You
Yeah, man.
look, this how you smile.
If y'all look at what is this, Giuliani? He only got the top 10. Them bottom looking real
Really?
trash.
He only had the top part of his brain, too.
Yes,
so
there you
that's
go.
different,
There
but,
you go.
know,
Them
but
bottom looking trash.
So Tim,
it's okay.
What's up, man?
so Tim, look. So what made you start doing festivals in the city of Houston? Well, festivals in general.
Well, it was a few things. I started off doing the Greek picnic, and during that time, there was no real black events in Houston.
Okay.
Like big events.
Right.
I was doing the rodeo, like serving beer or whatever, and I was like, bro, like, you know, there's anything here like for us. And
Right.
so
Culture.
I just like jumped it off.
But
And then
Yeah.
I moved to beer and like wine. I was trying to chase this girl in Chicago, and I took her to their wine fest, and I was like, bro, they don't have anything like this in Houston. So I just came back and
Let's do it.
jumped it off. Yeah.
yeah, that's.
so,
But you know what though? I would say this. I moved here in what 11, I believe.
okay.
11. And when I got here in the city of Houston, they didn't have anything for us,
Right.
the culture. They didn't have
Right. Anything.
festivals. They didn't have
Anything.
crawfish.
Right.
They didn't have
Big
family in
They
the
had
park.
crawfish, or they didn't
They
have
didn't have
crawfish festivals.
No, they didn't have crawfish.
Yeah, I agree.
They didn't have hookah. They didn't have.
It
none of
wasn't
that
as
stuff.
big as it was. It wasn't big back then as it is now.
I got here in 09
Crawfish.
and I had a crawfish.
Nah, not the way it is now.
I'm saying, to his point, it wasn't as big. Like,
Oh,
it wasn't that
it
like.
was no festival. It's not
Not
a
even
big
that.
deal.
Like, it wasn't that. Like every bar, every restaurant had it. It was
Oh,
only
yeah.
at certain spots.
Kind
you
of
could
like
get
the
crawfish
lamb
there.
chop. The
Right,
lamb chop
right,
is
Like
right.
lamb
making
chop.
It's starting to
yeah,
pop. Right,
That's what's
right.
happening with the lamb
No,
chop
definitely.
right now.
Yeah.
The lamb chop is everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
It wasn't there before.
No,
Costco, please don't raise my price.
no. Lamb chops. Lamb chops. That's a
Right, it's the new
So,
crawfish.
Yeah.
and then and for me too, back then, people didn't really come to like Houston to have fun.
Okay,
That wasn't
that's true.
like a thing.
Right.
And so I began to like promote to other cities to come here for my Greek picnic, for my Houston Beer Fest. And so I was trying to like create a tourist like aspect of Houston through my events.
Like Taste of Chicago.
Exactly.
Right.
100%.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So entrepreneurship. What made you guys get into that?
You know, for me, you kind of just come with that mindset like, okay, I went on my own. And then I was working in an office when I first got out of dental school, and I was like seeing 40 people a day, and I could not keep up with them. Like I didn't even know your name. I was just working like on a run of the mill, like we were talking about those clinics.
Cattle call.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't want to do dentistry like that. Like I want to know like your family, your friends. Like I want to see you grow up. Like I have kids now that are like in college. I'm like, I wanted to connect with them, so I just didn't like how dentistry was being done. So for me, it was let me start my own business. So I started mine right after I got out of dental school, like a year later, which was crazy. I don't necessarily recommend.
Where'd you go to for dental school?
I'm in New Jersey.
Okay,
so,
dope.
Yeah.
In
so
undergrad, you went to Xavier, right?
Xavier,
Shout out New Orleans. Shout out Xavier.
Hey, extra,
Uptown in the house.
Yes.
HBCU.
Yeah, so for me, I started off, and I didn't know anything. Like, and then I was the only entrepreneur like that I knew at the time.
Right.
Since I started so early, like my friends hadn't opened their offices yet, so I was like out here just failing, just like, okay, what we gonna do? Like,
But you didn't give up.
Nah, I had a really
thought
cool.
about it.
Oh yeah, all day. I was trying to sell that place quickly.
So I'm saying, but how does that because I don't know that business. So how does the dental industry work for as like with,
Well, they don't teach us that, right? So
Right.
businesses are all the same.
Right.
You having a festival, that's the same as my we have to have P&Ls. We
Right.
gotta have
Yeah.
Right.
we gotta understand the same business model. So
Right.
all businesses run the same, but they don't teach us that in dental school. So I just was like, oh, I'm gonna get out here. A monkey can do teeth though, right? Like the
Right.
reality, you see
Right,
big
right.
teeth. Like I mean, anybody can do the procedure, but running a business,
business is
like. So I actually tried to sell my office in year 3 because I was like, this is terrible.
So
And I
3
don't wanna
years
do
you
this.
were still at the point of like,
Yeah, I was like,
let
this
me
is
get out.
horrible.
Really?
I don't wanna
And
do
people
this.
need to hear that though.
Yeah, I was like, this is terrible. Like I'm stressed out all the time. I don't know what I don't know. And I went to go sell my business to a broker, and he was like, "Do you recognize your numbers? Like you killing it." And he's like,
But
"I
you
haven't
didn't
seen-"
recognize
but I didn't
it.
know because I didn't know
Okay.
what to look for." And I was like, "But I feel like I'm stressed out." He was like, "Well, what you need to do is suck it up and take some business classes." And that changed my whole mentality about like, wait a minute, maybe instead of being like a punk about it and being like I want to cry, I just was like, let me learn. So I enrolled in the Goldman Sachs small business program.
Oh,
Took a
dope.
mini. I met Marcus's wife with the Breakfast Club.
Okay, cool,
So there was
cool.
a lot
Yeah.
of people in that
Right.
program and learned how to run a business. So
Okay.
Oh, that's dope. What about you,
Knowledge is
Tim?
power.
it is, definitely.
What about me? What?
Starting entrepreneur.
Man, I thought we were coming here to talk about something else. I thought we
Come
were
on. What you want to talk
But
about?
go ahead.
Tim?
We talk about
What you wanna
business.
talk-
We're gonna
I'm
get
with
there.
you.
We're gonna get there,
Adam,
Tim.
I'm gonna show you what he said. But go ahead. Come on.
Let's go.
So what about you, man? For as what made you get
why?
into yeah.
Man, I got
Women.
kind of frustrated of like not being able to take my ideas and put them into like reality. Like, you know what I'm saying? I went to college. I want to go work for like a top 10 firm. And so I got hired by like HP. I was there for like 3 years in
What did you come out of college doing?
business. Well, I went to school for business.
Okay.
Where'd you go?
Huh?
Where'd you go?
TSU.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And so
Shout
I
out
ended,
TSU.
I ended up getting hired by HP to do their college hiring program. So I was like one of the like the elite. So I got to like go to like Atlanta, like LA, like Ohio and stuff. It was fun, but then in 08, Wall Street crashed
Yeah,
or whatever,
crashed, yeah.
and so we kind of like lost funding or whatever. So I got put inside a like office in a cubicle, and I was like, bro,
This ain't me.
this ain't me. And then I started just kind of to like travel and kind of like see things. And I always had it in me to be a yeah. And so I just kind of just jumped it off, and yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't, realize that, as you say, it's a feeling. You knew
Oh,
that
100%.
was not you.
Yeah.
And we talk about entrepreneurship, and a lot of people want to start and
Right.
start their own businesses.
Right.
But there's a certain level of tenacity you have to have. There's a
100%.
certain feeling, and it goes into everything. I tell people that all the time.
Right.
There's only so many times I'm going to go to my hairdresser, and your hair looks a certain way that
Right.
you're going to keep doing my
Right.
hair. You can go to beauty school, you can go to barber school, you can go to wherever. But if it's not like a natural talent, if
Right.
it's not in you,
Right.
it's a certain aspect of
Right.
it that cannot be
Not
taught.
only that, you gotta have the stomach like,
Right.
for it. Like,
Because
you
you
know what I'm
say at
saying?
3
Yeah,
3, you
years,
were ready
yeah.
to sell your practice.
I'd be ready to
They
sell my
get
practice.
it, and when
Yeah.
you look at it in the textbooks, they give you a certain number of
Right.
years. So most people will think by year 3, oh, you should have been golden. You should have been ready. No, this
Yeah.
woman was still ready to sell her practice
Definitely.
at year
Well, even
3.
after COVID happened, like I was
Right.
ready to sell this practice again. I was like, I got this. Like,
You ready to get up out of there right now?
like, You know what? Y'all got
These
it.
people not worried about their teeth. They trying to survive.
But people
COVID.
need their teeth though.
Yeah, but people,
Not during COVID.
Well, yeah, we inside. Yeah, I don't need no teeth.
Right,
And for
right.
me,
And now we wear masks. So
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know when you start to turn a profit.
Yeah.
But for me, to me, like really like 7 years to turn a profit.
Tim, that's a long time.
Like
7?
you know what I'm saying? I mean but I was like doing things wrong.
Okay.
You know, I thought if I had 30,000 folks, it would just
You were banging.
like make
Get
sense.
it.
Yeah.
But if you're not keeping track of stuff, like you said, having a profit sheet of, I mean, I was just going off just being good at what I could do and
Right.
not
Having a good time.
and not having
throwing a banging
actual
event.
right and not having an actual business behind it. And so it took me to go partner up with somebody else who was doing the same amount of revenue as me, but only doing 100 people.
Okay.
So in partnering up like with him, I kind of learned how to cut costs, how to get better deals, so on and so forth. So it took me, like 7 years, and that was hard, man.
But the thing is, like you said, a lot of us don't want to do that because we don't trust each other.
Right.
That's one. Two,
We don't know.
Two, we don't know.
Right.
So we don't know what we don't know. Like for instance, my dentist at the time, she left where we were staying, and she started a practice with other dentists.
Okay.
And now they have 4 dentists around the city. To what you're saying, we could bounce ideas and learn off of each other.
Right.
So I'm trying to figure out how can we as a people, how can we start trusting each other more to start advancing each other?
Now,
That
but
it started. Oh.
But when you said your dentist left where she was, like her own little small spot, and she joined another dentistry that has like 4 offices around town.
They got them together.
They got them together,
She
but it's
had one, and the other one had one. So
and they
started.
combined,
And
but
they
now
got
they have 4 offices. Well, see, that goes into what I was telling Dr. Simone. I was like, that frightens me. And that's just a cultural thing and thinking about it. Coming from a small
Right.
town, my dentist was like Simone. My dentist was my dentist. It was my mama's dentist,
Right,
my daddy's dentist,
right,
and you see all
right.
these same people. So when you listen to the commercials and you get these dentists that's saying, "Oh, we here," and you driving down the street and you got as many dentist office of this one brand that you have
Right.
Whataburgers, I'm like,
Right.
where they do that at?
It's
Like,
not more personal.
Used, right,
It's
I'm
not
not
personal
used
at
to
all.
that.
Right, right.
So I'm not gonna go to that dentist. So it's like all of those things are relative, but your dentist left and went to do that. So will you go to her at this chain dentist office, or are you gonna look for a more personal dentist, or just those types
Yeah,
of things?
definitely.
And that's when you talk about the culture, because culturally we do what we know to do,
Right.
like not going to the dentist or
Right.
going to the dentist,
Right.
not going to the fest. So all of those
understand,
things
yeah.
are very, very relevant when it comes to the culture. So that's the thing that you always have to be mindful of. Even when you're making a dollar, you're making the money. So
I
think
want to say
there's
something real
there's a
quick.
dynamic that is changing now. I hate to say it, but I love that Trump was president because of the fact
It
that
exposed
what
things.
Yeah,
Voted
for
it
Trump?
exposed- I love that he was president.
he
Voted for
said,
Trump?
"Did you vote for Trump?"
Oh, fuck. No. I mean, what I mean by what it did to the guys, no. But what I
It's
mean
okay,
by that
you
is
can
that
curse.
what it did was it brought more cultural awareness. I really
Right.
think like it helped. I have people who are actively searching. I absolutely want to have a black dentist. Like, and
Absolutely.
I'm looking
Right.
for you. Like, and I had already put that into like my website already. Like, I had already been kind of pushing that, but now it's like we come up so easily.
And
or,
you're
like,
a black woman,
right? Or when we put the billboards on 59, it's like I want you to see like this is what you're coming to. So when we think about how do we elevate or change that mentality, I think people we're trusting each other more because
yeah.
we're seeing that we all we got. Like, so why not start pouring into each other? Why not start
Right.
supporting our business?
Right.
When I found out about you having the festivals,
Yeah.
I thought that was the coolest thing ever because I'm like, wait a minute, like
Right.
a black man that look like me,
And same
right?
thing with
My
you.
age, like,
Yeah.
oh,
Same thing with you.
selling out.
yeah,
Yeah.
like that's what's
Popping.
up. Like,
Right.
no, that's no issue. Like, I'm definitely giving you my money, and like, I think that's what's happening.
Yeah.
So,
Do we feel that if we just support black, this is a question now. Do we feel that if we just support black, are we neglecting the others?
well, I feel like why does it have to be that you? Why can't I be like I'm just proud to support my own?
Right.
Right.
Why,
Right.
why does it
For
have to
so
be a
many
question of
years,
neglect?
like
Right.
it hasn't been there. So like I don't feel like there's any. Why should it be a bad thing that I want to support my own? Like, and I actively am going out to pursue because if I don't do that, right, it's not everything else is not my own. right?
Because
like,
let's
so
be
we actually have
clear.
been supporting that stuff for so many years.
The
so.
other cultures got to where they are because they isolate and support their own.
That was the
period.
coolest thing
And
about
no
them.
one asked that question of them. Why are you only supporting your own? Why are you only supporting the Jew? Why are you only supporting
I went to a
this
dental
person?
school that was Jewish,
So.
predominantly Jewish, and they were so. I mean, they.
But you went on the East Coast
force-fed.
in Jersey. But
Right.
They
that's the
force
thing.
fed you that they were going to support their own. Like they looked out
Really?
for their own.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
heck
who's
yeah.
ever heard of a Jewish
And so like
dental school? Nobody thinks about that. When I tell you the Jews run shit, they do.
So when I
They
started
have the
doing
money.
festivals, my target audience wasn't black people,
Okay.
but I hired all black vendors.
Come
I hired
on.
black sound people, black DJs. Like, I mean, it was all a black show. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it was a predominantly, a Caucasian like audience. And for me, I thought that was cool because I'm allowing my
They're festival
people to get, like, you know what I'm saying? And so to me, that was very important to not so much target us, but still like have us put down.
Right.
Like, 'cause from there, I'm getting him booked like somewhere else. I'm getting her put like somewhere else. So like
But
to me,
but that's a powerful statement
Right.
because culturally,
Yeah.
and when I say culturally, subculture, not just black people, unless you're from certain regions like Louisiana, we big on cultures. New Orleans, it's a culture for everything.
Right.
So black, white, and different, you know about cultures. But in
100%.
Houston,
Yeah.
that's a new thing.
Yeah.
It definitely.
But you
Yeah.
have other nationalities that are big on cultures and festivals and
Right,
events.
right.
This is new to us
I agree.
unless you're from a culture
Right.
that does
I'm from
does that.
Chicago, so
Right.
so Chicago, for Summertime Shy is like every day something jumping off. So
Right.
And there's no other like New Orleans too.
yeah, that's come on. fool, we are
Summertime
see.
Shy.
Hold on, see that.
Uh-oh, here we
see?
go.
So
Here
y'all
we
been
go.
knowing each other all
Dropping
this time.
names now.
Here we go. I mean,
I'm playing.
No, I was like, you can talk about all my business.
Hold
You
up.
put it all out
So
there in the
Tim,
street.
I
Put
play.
all my business out there.
That's the
Now you
homie. I'm
sensitive.
playing.
So Tim, how many bodies she got?
I don't know.
Oh no, I'm messing with you.
So
Look.
Tim, what did you
Like
think
husband,
you
I
came?
got
husbands,
husbands. I got husband
husbands,
bodies, but I don't have
husbands,
bodies.
So what did you think you came here to talk about?
He was.
Tim?
He
Let's get
said we
into
talked
it.
about
No, though.
threesomes and stuff. I thought we.
Wait.
So I'm gonna tell you the backstory. The backstory was this.
I'm playing.
I had 3 other guests that was coming on last week, but they went out of town, and we're gonna get into that. We probably gonna have a show about that. It was a show. No, they had
I
open,
know, right?
open
You don't
relationship.
see my
That was a
face.
joke,
I'm
Simone.
trying to figure
It
out
was a
what's
joke.
happening.
So
Girl,
no,
I'm with you.
No. So the show was going to be about open relationships because they had an open relationship, and one of the young ladies, her and her man agreed on bringing somebody in the bedroom.
Okay.
Bringing them in the bedroom, and so what happened was
That's
they
just
wanted to
they
talk
had a
about it
threesome.
because a lot of people don't want to talk about that. And I was asking her, I was like, so was this an agreement?
No, that's not it.
And I
He
wanted to
told
talk
me
about that.
we were going to talk about like
But that was that. But that's
No, you know
What,
what?
what did he tell you,
couples,
Tim?
couples, and how they handle their bills. Like, should the man pay for the bills? Blah blah blah.
Okay, let's
I
go.
thought we were getting
Let's
to
get
that.
into it. Got
No,
time?
but this
Not
is
really.
we
this
talking
is
about
like way
entrepreneurship
better.
first.
Yeah, I'm cool with
We'll
that.
be back, Tim.
Okay,
We're gonna come back.
all right.
Listen, matter
Where
of
we
fact,
going?
since you're both of you guys, since
I had got some like insurance.
To come here?
No, I got
Oh.
some like insurance, and I called Simone first. I'm just telling you.
oh really?
And she didn't take my like insurance. So okay.
Oh, she bougie.
Yeah,
Simone,
she-
where's your office
Wait,
located?
wait. See, this is what I was talking about when it come to going to the dentist. What type of insurance do you have? No,
I-
don't call them out.
No, I don't know. This was like maybe 4 like years ago, but yes. I called Simone though first. I'm like, I'm going to a black dentist. I called Simone,
I don't want to.
and she was like, Tim, I don't take that. I was like, all right, fool, sorry.
My bad.
Jewish man, here I come.
I try to support my own. Damn.
Right. She don't take my insurance.
No,
all
it's
good.
not good.
So let me ask you this, Simone, but for as with because I know this is a $1 million question. I'm pretty sure everybody gonna text me about it. How much are you said the top 10 or the top 8 or whatever it is?
So we were just
Veneers.
talking about that.
Come on, give them the breakdown.
Okay, so the person that I trained under, he charges $3,000 a tooth in New York.
I would have one tooth in my head.
Nobody, and they were coming in there flying
Constantly,
and
yeah.
just dry. I was
Damn.
I'm like, ain't no way in hell I'm gonna get to Houston and be like, so hey,
Everybody
black
want
people.
a flipper. They want
Before you
pretty
even get
teeth.
to that, what is a veneer? What is
So
it?
veneer is like a thin porcelain coat that goes on top of your tooth. It's cemented on. So imagine like if you want to change your color of your eyes, it's like a contact lens. Like that's how thin.
So
they
it's like a crown.
Well, crown is a full tooth, right? And veneers goes on top of it.
It's like a gold tooth.
It's like
No,
No, a gold
she
tooth
said
is.
it's like a contact.
It's like a covered gold tooth. You just
It's not.
Okay.
His dental degree is revoked.
Okay.
He got it from TSU Dental School.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We represent
Shout out to
TSU.
Tennessee
Shout out to
State.
TSU.
No, I'm saying
Texas
TSU doesn't have
Texas
dental
Southern.
school, so he
No,
done
it's
made
not
this.
Tennessee State.
No, Texas
nah.
Southern.
We were the first.
TSU. So
First TSU.
Veneers.
We were the
We were
first.
the
Yeah,
first.
so they
I don't
can
know
range
nothing about
anywhere
that.
between on the low end like $700 and on the high end
per
like,
tooth.
per tooth and like $1,700 per tooth.
Wait, what's
It-
the low end?
Like $700 per tooth.
I need one of those.
So I'm
Just
saying,
one.
what's the difference though?
Well, it's
Man.
the lab, the artistry behind it, right? So again,
Okay.
I can go get. I was using the example of like China, right? So you can get plates at Walmart. They're gonna be all milled from the same piece of porcelain.
Okay.
Or you can go to Nordstrom's, Neiman Marcus, get you a fine china where somebody is hand painted, cut that porcelain. It's just the artistry behind it. So how much time is
okay.
being spent? So the cheaper ones are just milled very fast, whereas the expensive ones are being hand painted.
Simone, this isn't like your first husband. Like you were already a dentist, like when y'all met, or you became
No,
a
I
dentist.
met my first husband. I got together like when we was 18, so like
Okay,
in college.
okay, in college, okay.
Yeah.
So so y'all got like whatever. It didn't go. The
I see what
that you
Tim
wanted to
going
go.
at.
Yeah, cause y'all on some other shit. Look,
Tim want to talk about
We
it.
on some other shit. And you keep bringing up her old husband.
I know my
I'm
new
getting
husband
somewhere.
gonna be like,
I'm getting
"Damn."
somewhere.
I know where you going.
He
Go ahead, I know where you going.
Come on, make it plain, Pastor.
once you were a single
Yeah,
and you were a dentist,
yeah.
what kind of guys did you look
Oh
to
my
date? Like,
gosh.
no, I'm saying guys who are on the
What's their
same
criteria?
guys who are on the same like
Financial level,
financial level as you,
a mental level,
or I'm just saying like as a
So
dentist.
you know, like so if I'm being 100, like I got out the game real early. Like when I stopped dating, when I met my first husband, you recognize that everybody didn't even have a phone.
Right,
Right.
definitely.
Back then, so like
Right.
I was really behind.
Right.
Like I couldn't understand why people were texting so much. I
Right.
was like, I don't get it. Like, why don't we pick up the phone? Like, we don't meet up and go. So the dating game was
So you didn't have a two-way.
hella different from not at all. Like
If I ain't a
we
hot
had
boy,
phone, we had cards, phone cards. So
Juvenile, I'm sorry.
and then
I
I was
hear you.
with my ex for 13 years. So like I was with him for a very long time.
Right.
So when I became single, I was completely confused.
okay.
So
But even it's still like
with the type of guys I was dating, like
not
I
even
like smart
guys, but like I mean,
I like smart guys in general.
if we were
right?
to meet, right? You say, "Oh, Tim, I'm a dentist." That would be intimidating.
But see, I don't lead with
Like,
that
you know what
though,
I'm saying?
too, because I feel like I want you to treat me. I want you to treat me. I think that just like the janitor, me and you are the
Right,
same, right?
right,
so like
right.
No.
no,
Why are
yes,
you
because my
intimidated 'cause she's
position
a
is
dentist?
It's just
is
like,
what I
oh,
like,
shit.
right? So
Like,
like you
you
may
know,
like picking up for real. You
a
could like
powerful woman.
cars, for
Most
instance.
men,
That's what
most
you're into.
men won't admit that out loud. I know it's a true
No,
thing,
definitely,
but I just
yeah.
wouldn't. I'm
It
like,
wouldn't
why
scare
is
me.
that-
It'd just be a little intimidating, like
let
you
me
know.
get my shit
I
together.
Yeah,
think
like,
it's how
oh,
you, I
shit.
think it's how you position it, right? So
Right.
like, I'm coming at it like. I'll tell you I'm in dentistry, and you may say, "Oh, I'm assuming you're a dental assistant." Okay,
Right.
cool.
Oh,
so I want
wow.
to see. I want you to treat me just like you would treat the dental assistant.
Right.
Because if
Is
you,
that what they
if you were
assume?
trash,
Because like
yeah,
for
all the
me,
time.
like when I was a single,
time.
and I would say I produce festivals, they don't really understand like what that means, right?
Right,
So I
right.
get downplayed to being a
Oh,
like
you
promoter.
A
Almost
promoter.
like a
Right,
20
Like,
club
you know what I'm
promoter.
saying?
almost like a
club promoter.
30-year-old trying to be a rapper. That's how they look
right.
at you.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, like, no, like I'm doing shit like all like I'm
You
doing
need
some
Tim.
I'm doing some big shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
need
But
Tim.
but so for me it was kind of a I had to kind of change up like how I said that. Like so instead of saying I produce, I own a festival.
Okay.
Oh, he owned like, you know what I'm saying? So
Like for men
yeah.
or women though,
Right.
I mean, let me ask you this though. Then do you even feel like for men and women though, it's very different though, right? So you could
I agree.
say you could say I produce or own a festival, right?
Right.
And you're gonna, but as a woman, like, how do I say this? This is different.
You're gonna be intimidated regardless.
It's gonna
You're
be intimidated coming from a woman versus a
You are going
man.
to be intimidating regardless. How
Right,
you
and I
put
think
it.
also too, men are more flexible about the caliber of people that they date versus with women, right?
Right.
So,
I
like,
agree about that 100%.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a little bit.
And I think is when Tim said, now I'm just speaking. When men say it's intimidating, a woman might come in and say, "Okay, I own a dental company," so that's intimidating. Versus saying I'm a dental assistant,
She can say I'm a dentist. That's gonna be intimidating.
right? Because they know what it comes with and know what kind of
Yeah.
money you make. She's like, "Well, I'm just in school, or I'm just making like whatever." So it's like, nah, she's out of my league. She's not gonna date me.
Yeah, but
Because like, sorry.
Go
ahead, Simone.
my process of dating though was really different though. Like I really keep myself low key. Like I don't want my business on the street like that.
Right.
Okay.
Unless you with Tim, then Tim gonna tell all my business.
Whoa.
Come on.
Talk about it.
Come on.
No, I'm just kidding. But like, also like. I usually like to date smart guys, so it would be easy for me to be like, okay, I'm a dentist, and you don't feel like
definitely
intimidated by
Yeah.
that. But I could see that being a problem. I have a lot of colleagues that have issues finding
that
guys.
problem.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's like,
For sure.
like a man's first thought is to lead, right? So if I
Oh, please lead me.
come to you and you say, "Oh, I'm a dentist," well, like you already got your own like office, you already got your own things, like so you're
independent.
right.
Yeah,
and
but
so
I think the men
you're
miss that a lot of women want to like. I'm leading. I have a staff of 11.
Right,
I'm leading
right.
11 people
Oh,
every
wow.
day.
Right.
I don't have time to be thinking.
That's
Yes,
the
Right.
part
No,
they
I
don't
agree.
like
I
my
agree.
husband is texting me right
Yeah.
now. Hey babe, how's the show? You want
Right.
dinner? Yes, please, babe.
Yeah.
Please feed
Yeah,
you.
no, definitely.
Dinner.
Thank
When
you.
you
Yes.
meet an independent woman,
right.
she's doing so much on her own to be
Right.
independent. There's so many things she's ready to follow about because
Okay.
she's doing
No, I
so
agree.
much to
Definitely.
be independent
Yeah.
for herself. That doesn't mean she wants to be independent at all times. It doesn't mean
Right.
she's not submissive. But you should want somebody with some drive.
But all right.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
I was just trying to just like
But
as
with-
her being the like
And I
entrepreneur.
Think that, and I think that also too, like with women though, or even entrepreneurs. Yes, I think it's what I realized though is that I probably needed to be married or date someone who had an entrepreneurial mind.
Yeah.
Mindset.
That
Yeah.
was
The
very
mindset,
They
different.
have to
yeah.
understand
Because
that.
Definitely.
Correct.
You know, my first husband was a pharmacist,
Right.
so like we both had the
Right.
But that
The
don't work
drive.
though. That doesn't work. I was reading a book, and the author was saying that somebody has to be the canvas and somebody has to be the artist. Because the thing is, what happens is when you have two people that has the same thing, same mindset, same financial everything, you guys are not compatible because you
You have
guys
to
got
have
the
the
same thing.
understanding,
It's somebody has to do this, somebody has to do this in every aspect because now one person has to be the puzzle. I mean, one person has to be the puzzle, the other person has to be the puzzle piece.
Right.
You see what I'm
If
saying?
you lack the understanding for both, if you lack the understanding for either responsibility, that's where the problem comes
No,
in.
definitely. And I agree with like Simone, upon first appearance, it can be threatening. But if you can start to talk to her and you start to date her, then you know that she doesn't want to be in control of like everything. So you
Yeah.
can kind of take over. So yeah.
Yeah, and I think that when you were talking about the puzzle piece, here's what I think. I just think that you have to have somebody who is understanding of what you're doing because
100%.
entrepreneurial lifestyle is very different. Like
Yeah.
Okay.
your job doesn't end like it's not a 9 to 5,
Right.
and so the difference between that was that I was dating a 9 to 5er. Like he was like after 5 though, I want you
Right.
to be home and be a wife.
I
And
got
I'm
you.
like. But like I
doesn't
got a
work like
business,
that.
like I got to figure out
Right.
how to do this. And at the very beginning of businesses too, you know how much time you're putting in trying to get it to go. So it's not as easy as it looks. So you can't just cut it off. And then you got people that you're paying. I'm paying their livelihoods.
Right.
Like I look at my team. I'm
They
like,
depend on
I don't
you.
work. Like,
Yeah.
So I got a
kids
question.
don't
I got a
eat.
question. Speaking of that, so you have a team. I know you have a team. Like you see, you have a team of 11, 12 people that work with you. How do you turn that off? Because it's hard as an individual, man or woman, to turn that off because you know what you got to deal with going into work the next day versus coming home and saying, okay, well, I'm going to relax and decompress
Yeah.
versus
so,
saying, look, I got things to do. Look, I ain't got time for this.
well, we were talking about that from a balancing standpoint about travel. So like I travel a lot.
Okay.
I just came back from Kenya and the Maldives because I was like, that was for my honeymoon, and it gives me an opportunity to have perspective, right?
Yes.
So like, to me, life isn't just about the work aspect. It's about connecting. It's about loving. It's about experiencing. So I have to make a conscious effort to be like, I'm cool on that. That took me a long time to get there. I think in the very beginning of businesses, you don't know what you don't know, so you're just putting everything in there. But now I'm like, I mean, if it ain't done today, I can't do nothing about it. I'm about to go home. My morning ritual is pretty intense. Like I
Right.
start up, I get up in the morning, I meditate, I pray.
Okay.
I go
Right.
to the gym, I work out. On the way to the gym, I'm listening to somebody yelling in my ear about motivation,
Some
about
spirit- yeah.
pumping. Like
Right.
pumping me up. Like, where is it? What's the guy's name? Ed. What's his name? Where he be yelling all the time? Ed.
Talking about
Eric Thomas.
Eric
Ed
Thomas.
Thomas,
Like in there,
Detroit.
go get. Like, I mean, that's
Oh, the hip hop
Hip hop,
preacher.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Eric
And then
Thomas
on the
is
way to work,
real.
I'm listening to a podcast pertaining to like business entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Right.
I'm reading a book, so I'm pumping up people. But then at the end of the day, like I want to give the rest of my energy and effort to the
100%,
people that I
yeah.
love, like my friends, my family.
As an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
like you're never done.
You're never
So-
done.
Like never done.
Let me ask you this, Tim. As a man, and a woman, say a woman in Simone's position. I'm say Dr. Simone's. I'm gonna respect you. Dr. Simone's position.
Y'all can keep the doctor title after 5.
In Simone's position. How can you not dumb it down, but can you be submissive to
Can
the
I
woman?
be submissive?
Like
I
say
can
for
never
instance
be
she was a
submissive
bread.
woman.
Like say if she was a
I can never
breadwinner.
be submissive to a woman.
And
Now,
what you mean you can never be submissive to a woman? What you
now
mean?
if she because like, okay, well, I mean, I'm not gonna like I don't know, I can't be that, but
Why not?
What do you consider submissive?
yeah, what do you consider?
Right,
like,
what do you
Well-
consider submissive?
Well, my definition of submissive is the man has a vision, and the woman gets behind his vision.
I'm gonna look it up on Google while you doing that.
Regardless.
Yes, that's submission. So, if the man has the vision and say he's making only 40 grand, 50 grand a year,
well, rephrase your question. Are you saying
do
like,
you
could I be with the woman who is the breadwinner?
can you be
He
submissive
means
to
it
a
when he-
woman
no,
that's
he means what he says. You
Okay,
gotta let him
sorry.
finish.
Okay, go ahead.
can you
It's
be
always
can you
one question.
can you
Let
be
him
a
go.
woman? I mean, can you be a woman? Can you be with a woman that you have to be submissive to?
Like
because she has
she's
more.
like she's more of the like leader.
Right? Yeah.
No.
Why
It
not?
won't. I
So
do,
the
because
definition
to me,
of submission
That's
is
Google.
to obey or yield to someone else. When you are submissive, you submit to someone else's will. I think we all are submissive in some aspect.
facts, but I'm not.
To say you are the
I'm a
least
leader.
dominant, right?
Like I'm a leader. I'm not gonna be like we just gonna bump heads.
So if she says we're gonna do this no matter what,
Nah, that's not happening.
No alpha
So do you
female,
feel like
no alpha male.
your wife is submissive to you?
Definitely. But for us, we're a team. It's not no. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all both
Like,
submissive.
I lead-
you don't use it as dominant.
Not at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like for me,
teamwork.
I haven't done an event all year due to the pandemic.
Yeah.
So she's the breadwinner.
I got you.
But at home, I'm still, guiding
the
us to where we want to go. So, you know what I'm saying? It's not about being dominant or anything. It's just, like we're a team. So, yeah.
Well, I'm dominant, so I'm taking over.
I'm dominant
What
too,
I say
but-
is goes.
I'm dominant
Nah,
too,
that's-
but I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying?
As his wife was like, what?
Now, I'm 100% submissive. Me, y'all can't see my wife; she's in the background. But anyway, guys, I know Simone got to get out of here, so
Yeah.
I want to get you guys.
Yeah, go
information.
Simone.
Yeah.
Damn.
She has to go. Her
Oh,
husband.
y'all got to go or it's just her?
Well, Simone has to go. Her husband's cooking dinner for her.
Okay, dope.
They newlyweds. That
Dope.
happens when you're newlyweds. You know
Dope.
what I'm saying?
They
We-
both
But he's a good
can.
guy.
I
know who your husband is.
Don't let them.
I know your
suck
husband.
you
He's
his
a
in,
good
last,
Simone.
what's his
Let
last
them-
name?
Yeah, that's why I was like, what? What's going on? What in the pandemic is this?
COVID did it. COVID did it.
Damn, Tim, you knew the ex and you knew the
I
president.
knew the ex because I met her because my
Right.
friend,
Ah, that's dope. Okay.
Kenithia, who's from Chicago.
So for the people
That's
that's
the homie.
watching, what's crazy is Houston has almost 5 million people in it,
And no
but
roots.
the black people know everybody.
They
All the black
do.
people know
They
everybody,
do.
right? Well,
Houston
5
has
million
how
people.
many people?
About 5 million.
And there are no roots in this city. Houston
And
has no
culture.
roots. It's a cultural melting pot. There are no roots
Yeah.
here.
So,
None.
so if you ever come here and date somebody, best believe somebody knows
They
somebody.
black,
Oh,
they
big
might
facts.
be your cousin.
Big facts.
Right. Out
How
of 5
was,
million
it
people.
how was it dating? Well, you were fine dating, right? Like you were just.
I was a player, so it wasn't.
Come
no
on,
big-
player.
I'm in
from
Houston,
the
man. It ain't hard to.
Himalaya.
Come on now. No, but it was cool. I mean,
Hold up.
what do you mean as
What
far
made
as
you
being a
decide
like
to get
entrepreneur?
married? Yeah,
What do you mean as far as
yeah.
being a? No, it was definitely hard to date as a entrepreneur because like for me, I do events, right? So I get paid on a certain day.
I
Then
got you.
I get paid every like 2 weeks, and so you go on a date, you want to go eat,
Not today.
I can't do it. I mean, you gonna go, we can go, but I can't do it. So that's hard for a lot of black women,
Ooh, these days it definitely.
Especially
especially
now.
black
Especially
women.
now.
So, like you know what I'm saying, I had to find somebody who was just down for the cause and who knew what I was going to be doing, and so that's what it's about.
Because they telling all
The
you girls,
entrepreneur.
girl, he broke, girl. He ain't got no money.
Right.
He not got no
Wait
money.
till he throw a party. Girl,
Right.
he just had a
Right,
festival.
right.
You better call him. He's gonna take you to Papa Do's.
Big facts. So, you know,
So,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I was gonna wrap it up, man.
Wrap it up for what? We
Well,
about to
Simone
go?
got it. Simone
no,
got
gotta
it.
go.
I just
Keep
got here,
going.
man.
He ready to
Oh,
go.
I
Tim
just
wanna
go.
talk.
I just,
We
I'm
were on
like,
time.
I'm here, baby. What we doing? Who next? Hey, Michelle, come on. And Simone gotta go.
All right, y'all. I'm signing off.
So
Simone
Get
gotta
me
go.
back, Tim.
no,
We're gonna
no,
get
look,
you
yeah,
back.
you can be back.
100%,
You can be back, no doubt.
100%.
So Simone and Tim, I want you guys to give the people your information, like for where to find you, your office,
Absolutely.
your websites, Instagram, or whatever.
Yeah, so my hashtag on Instagram is Dr. Simone Ellis. And of course, my website is www.sdssamdavidssamhouston.com. Smile Design Studios. We're in Missouri City, Texas.
What insurance do you take, though?
Smile
Let's
Design
talk
PPO.
about that. PPO.
PPO or that
PPO.
cash.
She can
That's
see
that
me.
good insurance.
Okay.
Yes,
That's that
yes.
PPO.
But we love
I
this
got
I don't want
thing.
to get turned down again.
Been a blessing to serve everybody. And
We coming over to get them veneers, me and my wife.
Absolutely. Or actually just your regular teeth clean too. Like we
My
do
baby
that
Coming
too.
over.
Like
We gonna get
love it.
the 10 though, right? We're gonna get the 10, the 5 and 5, or the 8 and 8.
You got your side teeth?
I got my side teeth. I'm good,
Oh, okay.
so I'm good.
So you can go.
I went to the dentist when I was young.
Did you?
Relax.
Ain't got no
You gotta
teeth.
relax
They ain't
over
got no
there.
dentist in
Hey, look. Tim,
He
love
ain't,
it.
he ain't go to the dentist?
That's another story. We're
That's
gonna
another
talk.
story.
We're gonna talk about African Americans and healthcare. We're gonna talk about healthcare
I
and
love
culture.
it.
I used
on
to
the
be here
show.
like once every other week.
Come on, Tim.
Like, come on, y'all.
oh, that's good, man. You come up anytime. You can be a co-host if you want.
Come on. She don't like that.
Tim tells too many secrets,
I hadn't seen her in the whole decade,
and
man.
you told all the secrets.
It
in the
wasn't
first
a
30
I didn't know
seconds.
he knew my new husband. I was like, you know
Girl.
my new husband too?
He just
Yeah,
doing.
hey,
I
look,
knew
he
him
do
as your
concerts
only
now.
husband.
Everybody go to concerts, so
I knew
Everybody
him
hang
as
out.
your only husband till Tim walked in.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, okay, we're here.
appreciate it, Tim, for telling us
Friends, huh? How many others have?
How many of
There you
us
go.
have
Yeah.
them? Let's be.
When's the new festival coming up? When's
Next festival.
I'm doing a summer jam on
Black
July.
Beach.
Huh?
The beach, huh?
No, that's on June 19th. But I don't want to really do that big because, us and Galveston, we got
Yeah.
kind of
Everybody
like
got
a
them
history.
BBLs with
I
their
want to chill.
stimulus.
But I'm
Let's
doing
go.
a summer jam on July 3rd. I got Big Frida, B King, Rogers. And so I'm trying to book Juvenile. So
Okay,
yeah,
that's dope. That's
it'd be
dope.
good.
And when is that?
On July 3rd.
July 3rd.
Where will that be?
At the Power Center.
Okay.
Okay,
on
food truck.
South Post Oak. There you go.
I'll
that's
be
dope.
there.
Yeah. So,
That's dope.
yeah.
Okay.
Of course you will. I you
The food truck is coming.
backstage.
Where can they find you?
VIP.
No, I gotta sell my
I mean,
food.
I want.
Oh, you want to put it out right now?
Don't find me.
Okay.
Oh, I can be backstage.
Yeah,
somebody got
yeah,
slang their banana
yeah,
pudding
yeah.
while
Why
I'm
you say
backstage.
Don't
I
find
don't want the kind of heat. That's all
No, I'm
good.
saying on the Eventbrite. How can they find the event on Eventbrite?
They can do it on Instagram.
Okay.
Summer Jam HTX. Summer Jam
HTX.
HTX.
Dope. Big Frida,
Summer Jam.
Juvenile, well,
Possibly
B King.
juvenile.
contingent Juvenile, B King.
B King.
Oh, that'd
So
be dope.
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers,
Wow.
DJ
Yeah,
Mr. Rogers. That'd be
yeah.
dope.
It's gonna be lit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to create a black hip hop vibe in the
Got
summer
it.
of Houston.
Like a
You
New
get
York
my
summer
other
jam.
artists like her, Snow Allegra.
I'm with you.
like,
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Not,
Give
not
me
for
all
this.
I'm with you.
Not for this.
I'm with you.
House of Blues. That'd be a House of Blues event.
I'm doing an event
Yeah,
called
like-
Groove on the Hill.
Okay.
I want it to be more of like R&B
A
vibe.
Yes.
sexy
I hit
joint.
you up, yeah. I hit
Sexy
you
joint.
up.
I'm loving that.
I want your
like
list.
music now. I
All right.
can go all day. with
Simone.
you
We
like
networking right here. We network on the
that.
culture.
Listen,
This
I wanna say
Masego,
this.
Let's go.
Simone, it won't be a third husband, all right?
It's
Oh.
not.
All right.
This
Thank
one
you.
actually
This
really
is it.
loves me. Like
I know.
Love.
I saw it. I saw the pictures.
I saw a picture too.
I had a whole 30-minute. I was like, what the?
I saw the.
And the pandemic is this. Simone, the hell?
Some people lost love in the pandemic. Some people
all
found
good.
love in the pandemic.
I have,
beautiful.
hey, y'all, pray for me. I have 3 girls,
He got one on the way.
and I have one on the way. So
You been
hope,
Another girl?
I don't know.
He don't know.
I find out next Sunday, so just pray.
Oh my god.
Praise the boy.
You want me to tell you now?
Praise the boy. No, don't
Okay.
say nothing to me.
You,
Praise, praise the
Hey, you know
boy.
what? You heard what Nas said a long time ago,
No,
right?
I did not.
Nas said this: for all the players in the world, God bless us with baby girls.
Yeah, I know.
And then genetically, you have so many of one thing, they keep coming. But I'm a hold tight for you, my brother.
Pray
You're gonna
for
get
me,
you a
man.
boy. You're gonna
Pray
get you a
for me.
young king.
Yeah.
if
We
it
need
is a
some
girl,
kings in
I don't
the
even
world.
How you
sleep
gonna
by
feel?
her. I sleep in my own room for her just to, like, for my son to be like with her now.
We need,
That's in my head I'm having a son. Like I pray
We
every
need
night.
some more kings in the world.
There you
I'm
go.
with you, Tim.
If she does have a girl, how you gonna feel?
It's a girl.
I mean, 4 girls, man.
And if
It's
and
expected.
if it's
Expected.
another girl, I'm cash pay as a therapist, so I'll
Okay.
work you through that.
Thank you.
Can you
Thank
imagine
you.
what that household would be like? Prom, homecomings, just the attitude.
Right.
One has prom.
We're high school.
Oh, you're oldest.
Next week. Yeah, she has prom.
Dang.
Yeah. So.
We're high school and boys start coming around.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I got 2 in high school, and I don't know. Like kids now aren't as fast as we
But
was.
see, this is what y'all don't realize, and I know people say that you talk about them going to high school, and you can ask anybody who has a son. A little boy will stay a little boy, funky, nasty, not taking a bath, playing a video game until one little fast tail girl get in his
facts.
ear. I'm
Facts.
telling you what it is.
Facts.
It's not the boys, it's the girls. We're
Facts.
gonna just be truthful about that.
So, guys, look. I'm going to wrap it up on that. I'm pouring
Simone,
my
it was
wine.
good seeing you. I was not trying to put you on the spot, fool.
It's fun. It's fun.
I'm
Trust
happy
me.
for you.
Thank you.
If you guys see.
Y'all look great.
Thank
Yeah, it's
you.
beautiful. Congratulations
Thank you.
again.
Appreciate it.
If you guys
Congratulations.
see.
I'm gonna call and make an appointment. I'm gonna ask for you.
No doubt. We're going to come over there. We're coming over
I know
there.
you're gonna get on the
I
phone
appreciate it.
and tell your
Yeah.
homegirl that I was bothering
Oh,
you. So
I'll be like,
tell her hi.
Like,
Tell her I said,
FaceTime
like, what's
her
up?
right now.
So we're going to.
Look at the cat right now.
we networking over here, and we gonna go to Black Dentistry. We're gonna, of course, support Black festivals and of course support Black podcasts. So everybody, I thank you guys for tuning in to the show.
Adam, thanks for having me, man.
What you got?
Thank you
Thanks
for
for
coming.
having me.
Oh man,
Thank
no
you for
time.
having me.
Anytime you gonna come up
Yeah.
again though.
I can either you.
Hold up, turn it around. Let us show it on the camera. On the camera.
Hey,
Where's
friend.
she at? Somewhere drinking.
Uh oh.
Is she somewhere
She on
drinking?
happy hour right
She on
now.
happy hour.
I
Somewhere
can't hear
drinking.
you, but
She at Urban Social.
okay, bye.
Guys, look. Make sure you guys, if you see Dr. Simone Ellis
Please
in the city,
support.
hit her up.
Yes.
Holla. If you see Tim in the street, holla at
Thank
him.
you guys for having us on. I appreciate
Well, not
it.
like
See me in the street.
Yeah.
I
Holla
know
at
that
me.
was so.
See me in the street.
Well, you know what I'm saying. If you see me in the street, and
I'm
you're looking
trouble,
for
man.
me-
I be getting people in trouble. I don't want to do that
That's why
anymore.
y'all friends.
Exactly.
Well, I don't get in trouble. I go home.
Exactly.
Anyway, you guys, this is the Culturally Distinct Podcast. This is your boy
Ask for
DJ KO.
forgiveness and permission. K Jack is in the building.
All right, thank you guys for tuning in. This is the show. Make sure you tell a friend, subscribe. Peace
All
out.
right.
Baby,